shower, and my kept saying, "Oh, it's too hot. The phone has down." It always does that when I get into these real like crazy messages and stuff. So after I let it cool down, I turn it back on. It's like, "Oh, you're out of space." Like, so I'm just gonna go live and do this over. We're gonna do a little run through. Yeah, my kids are so funny. Like, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna date anybody like that. Look, I was on. One, let me address this. Stay out of my energy. I do not care. I don't give a damn what nobody have to say. You quit trying to calm me. Listen, I know about the love spells. I know about those come to me spells. Stop being weird, okay? It just is pointless. Excuse the bonnet, y'all. I took my hair down, so whatever. Anywho, I'm fucking rocking, bro. What the fuck I got going on? Anyways, yo, so I'm laying on the couch, and I'm just, whatever. And I'm looking at some little fine shit. I'm not even gonna lie, like fine shit. And then next thing I know, breathing on my ear, I turn around, jump. Here come my 13-year-old son. And I'm like, what, bro? I've been feeling like a kid on punishment. Like, I'm a teen, like, they the parent, and I'm not. Like, what you doing looking at that? Like, what? That's some fine shit. I was straight clocking that, though. So, fine little Puerto Rican. Anyways, let me quit being petty, y'all. So, anyways, we be seeing. Y'all are some
talking about us.
I can talk about y'all. Y'all my kids.
Some fine. Some fine is where. Yeah. It's like they're the parent. I'm the kid.
I mean, y'all pretty much do be doing me like that. So what you want?
I was debating if I should just leave you alone.
Look, debate in your room. You're bothering me.
You came up in here. You should have stayed in your room.
So let me talk about. Anyways, collective. Bye.
Hey.
I'm gonna go clock some more fine shit.
Mama, that's not how you use it. Bro, you finna go clock some. Mama,
and bro, talking about his stepdaddy season.
What?
The little Puerto Rican with that long ass hair. That. I'm definitely trying to be annoying though. You know that, right?
I just got on your A word, like white on rice.
I don't care.
You.
Clocking in my terms means I'm watching that. I'm looking at that. I'm talking to that. I'm trying to get up on that. I'm clocking that.
No,
like watching, scoping. Like scoping.
Yeah,
I'll just use my old word, scoping.
Trying to get on who?
No, I ain't trying to get on nobody, bro.
That man that she was stalking on Facebook.
The one, the Puerto Rican man?
The Puerto Rican dude from earlier. What man was I stalking on Facebook?
I thought that was Facebook.
I'm not even on Facebook. He's on fucking Threads, bro.
You got Thread? I don't know.
Ma'am, get out. So you hear them talking about I'm stalking somebody? What the fuck do I look like? But I am watching that because that nigga is like. Anyways, we're gonna move past there. What? Y'all some trolls. Y'all don't never let me have no fun.
She was talking about us. That's all we was like.
Y'all don't never let me have no fun. I hate it here.
Where's the ibuprofen? Because I took the baby from the.
It's in
It's not in
it's
your
in
book. It's not in your book. I looked up in there after I seen the box.
It gotta be in there.
No, it's not.
Or it's in the living room. Can you let me finish though?
Yeah.
Go out.
I tried to put it up.
I need drip
I
Friday.
forgot all about you.
I need drip.
I have no idea what that means, dude.
You don't know what drip is?
No, get out. Let me finish.
Knife holder.
There's some trolls, bro, because they have not bothered me the whole time I come up in here. She's like, "You're not using the slang properly." How am I stalking somebody whose shit come up on my threads?
Why are you
I mean, because like, damn, he is like to see shit. I can
Looks
look.
don't matter.
I can look.
Looks don't matter.
I can look.
Looks don't matter.
I can look. I'm single. I could look, talk to whomever I want.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No. I gotta verify it first.
Well,
And if I don't like them, you swipe left.
get the fuck out of the damn, bro. These get some trolls. There's some trolls. Anyways, 5 minutes. I don't give a fuck. I'm single. You know, I'm ready to date. So, talk about I'm stalking that man. He come up on my shit. But I do be looking at that man pictures and videos. So, anyways, collective. So, what we have in the energy is a Queen of Pentacles. Somebody out there, excuse me, someone out there in the collective, you are not aware that you are a Queen of Pentacles. You were brung from overseas. You are an heir to something. You may have even have like an actual crown, or have a crown that was made for you when you were born or a child. Something went on, some type of war, some type of revolution, something went on in the country that you're from. You were possibly handed over to someone, maybe a close relative, something of that nature, to get you out to safety or get you to safety, and they brought you over here to America. It could be vice versa, but I'm telling you. So let me go through the cards, because look, I got it. The phone kept go. I have a pre-record. I will put it on here so we all can confirm that I'm just pulling cards and making up stories, you know. So whomever this relative is that brought you over here, I don't know if they adopted you or they adopted you out, but your family is not actually your family. Now, this relative, that let's say if your birth parents or family handed you over to another relative, this person could have been posing as your mother and or father, okay? And they are not your actual relative. They could have adopted you out, something like that. There's money. There's legal proceedings going on that is attached. There is money, wealth attached to your name. You are an heir. Okay, you came out as the Queen of Pentacles, but all your life you may have been treated very poorly, and people in your family, this adopted family, they do not want you to know that you are this Queen of Pentacles. They do not want you to know that you are the heir. You probably don't even know that you are adopted. The reason why they didn't tell you that you were adopted was because, one, you would go looking for your birth parents and you will find out about this heir, that you were an heir to something. Some type of heir. I don't know what. It's definitely royalship, some type of royal kinship, leadership, something. But you came from overseas, baby. And I'm telling you what I love. But you would have went looking into that, and you would have found out about this money that's sitting somewhere in a trust for you. There are legal proceedings going on about this, okay? Because these people been dipping into this money. They were supposed to possibly give it to you when you were 18. Now, if you didn't know you were adopted, the reason why they didn't give it to you when you were 18, why? Because they're greedy, one, of course, but two, the money would have brought more questions of who am I, where am I from? And there could be people that could have paid these people to make sure that you never would come back into or inherit whatever this throne or heirship is. Kinship. I keep hearing kinship. Kingship, queenship. There are people from wherever you are from. People also were hired from, because I heard like Kazakhstan, but people were hired. Is that near Turkey? Anyways, people were hired from where you are from to come over here, gang stalk you, monitor you, everything to sabotage your life. These people have tried many times since you were a child to take you out for this money. So first card that came out, they even tried to claim like you were insane, or they tried to put you in an asylum. This says delusions, hallucinations, hysteria, and mania. This could be them. These people are scam artists. They tried to sacrifice you though. It's like they tried so many avenues. They took so many avenues to try and take you out. They tried to have you committed. If you were ever committed into any type of mental asylum, or this is what they told the courts. To have access to this money, that you were mentally unstable or incompetent or something like that, because they are greedy. They tried to sacrifice you many times. When they couldn't have you committed, it's like also the courts have hired officers to track you down. These people could have lied and said that you passed away. They got paid death benefits and insurance for that, all kinds of stuff. So the courts, because I'm hearing that there have been legal proceedings that have been going on in like New York or New Hampshire. I definitely heard New Hampshire. Maryland could be significant as well. Anyways, like the courts hired officers to like track you down. These be like special detectives or something to track you down and follow your family, investigate your family, because something is up. Somebody made there's been a big hiccup somewhere where they could have possibly said you passed away, or they could say you're in a mental institution, or they could have said that you're mentally incompetent, so they can have access to this money. So something happened though. You are coming up as a wisdom keeper. I'm telling you, you are, this money was meant for you, period, because you're supposed to be like, you're some type of like, I don't know. I'm hearing like kinship, and I'm also hearing magistrate. You did come out as a wisdom keeper. So it was like written in the stars before you were ever born who you would be. High priestess, indigo, child. You could come from a long line of monks and Buddhists as well, also shamans. And they tried to destroy you, or they tried to destroy evidence. Also, that's what I'm getting, is like these people tried to destroy the evidence of their greed, which would be you. So let's say that they initially, when they got you as a child, they were supposed to get, they like, when stuff like this happens, and because I also picked up that your birth parents are not living, that they could have passed away, and whatever this is that happened, I don't know, but I'm getting that they're not living, one or both of your birth parents, but I'm getting both, and I do apologize. My condolences. When stuff like that happens and you're heir to a throne, like a large fortune, that money is set in a trust account for when you turn 18. But the people that are taking care of you, that possibly adopted you, they are able to extract expenses for your upkeep, and they could have treated you poorly. I'm telling you, that's what's coming out in the cards. Dressed you poorly, underfed you. You could have been malnourished. You could have been treated very poorly while these people was banking, like they was partying it up off of your money, off of your fortune. They kept saying that they were taking care of you. And then let's say you are 18 and they were supposed to relinquish whatever this was to you, give you the information, tell you all of this stuff, give you this wealth. This, I'm telling you, it's a fortune. They start claiming like you were crazy, that you were incompetent, so they could keep access to and keep tapping into your money while not taking care of you. And they tried to burn the evidence of this. This is one reason why they kept trying to destroy you or delete you. You are coming out as a psychic high priestess. They tried to oppress you though. They tried to from the time you were a child, if you showed psychic gifts or signs of any type of psychic gifts or spiritual gifts or extraordinary gifts, they tried to repress that. They could have did a lot of root work and magic on you to do that, because you are coming out as a revolution. And I'm also hearing the revolution will be terrorized. The revolutionary will be terrorized. I'm telling you, you meant for something extremely great. But also on here it says reign of terror. Then we have Wild West. Hold on, because I'm gonna show y'all. And swindler. I'm telling you, these people could have abducted you from another country during some type of war, something that was going on, a revolution in a country that you're from. Bro, why does this look like? Isn't that Hispanic flag? Red, green, and white, but this is a red and white flag. Y'all let me know in the comment section what flag is red and white predominantly. And I'm telling you, some type of revolution that was going on, and they brought you to the West Coast. Or I'm sorry, they brought you to this region. Wild Wild West is coming up here with swindler. They could have brought you here and actually sold, like, let's say they sold you off and kept doing like schemes, Ponzi schemes, something like that. Mayflower could also be significant. I'm telling you, swindler, because these people are greedy. These people are scam artists. What I'm telling you is, it's like they would adopt you out. They would adopt you to different families, they friends, families, stuff like that. And it's like they would siphon your gifts and they would tap into your money. It's like they kept saying, like, let's say they try to say that you're a troubled child, or rebellious, stuff like that. Like, also with the reign of terror, that's also what I'm getting. They could have said, like, you were a problem child, you were difficult to deal with, and so it's like they would adopt you off to another family. They adopt you off to a different family, but this is a scam. And then that family would unalive you on paper and then collect the life insurance money. All in the meanwhile, the people who originally had you, not your birth parents, but the people who originally brought you over here, they were still tapping into this fortune. The military could be significant. Let's say that you are a child or a prisoner of war. A child that is a prisoner of war. Do you hear me? You definitely could have Japanese or Southeast Asian blood ties. But let's say that you're a prisoner of war, but you're a child. They take, man, better start looking back in history, because military is very significant. Anyways, these people that are scammers that's been doing this, they are all a part of a secret society, some type of cult, Masonic, Freemasons, Rosicrucians. Now, be mindful and look in the history of Rosicrucians. Better look at what they were doing. A lot of children were stolen from other countries. I'm telling you what's going on, but you are an heir. I know what I'm talking about, and you are meant to be a saint. This secret society could also be some type of church cult. Not only that, they tried to take you out through romance schemes. I'm telling you, you could have had lovers that tried to take you out for this money. They were paid sent in by these cults or covens or whatever. Priesthood, I'm telling you. But you're meant to be a high priestess, a royal high priestess. I heard land grab. And we're going to go off too. And there's something here, because I'm not quite getting with this defender and ice disaster. Hypothermia. I'm telling you, there's some type of special forces that have been hired to like track you down or find you. This says special intelligence on this one. Well, ice disaster, I'm getting like locking in on where you are. And the reason, it's like they kind of found you because of some type of romance scam that was going on, or somebody that you're connected to or could have been in some type of romantic connection or relationship with. They were tracking that person for a different reason or connection to these people. And they came upon you. And I think that they realized that you were supposed to be they realized that this is that somewhere you were identified. We got a lot of AI facial recognition. I think that somebody close to you or that you were connected to in a relationship with, romantic relationship, sneaky link, this person was being watched for other reasons. But something that they did, if this person tried to take you out when y'all were in a connection, this sent up red flags and alerts on not only that person who they are already watching, because somebody that you could have been in a connection with, they could be from another country. They definitely could. I'm getting that strongly, like, period. And then we have secrets and burned. I'm telling you, these people have been trying to get rid of the evidence to keep this hidden. Higher ups have to know about this, something of this nature. If you are an heir to something significant, because I'm about to show you, higher ups and stuff, they have to know about these things. There's no way they don't. So we have accomplishment and water disaster. It could have been where someone, these people even thought that they had drowned something out, or they had, like, you came from overseas, Pooh. I can't make it up. Like, look, and we have accomplishment. Somebody could have even tried to, like, drown out how talented you were, how magnificent you were, your accomplishments. They could have, like, made you feel like you were a failure and everything. They could have made, but it just kind of like tried to dim your light, also dimming your light. I should have did this in the reverse how it came out, but I'm telling you what I love. You are royalty from overseas. You're royalty from overseas. And they don't want you to look. You are meant to be some type of peacemaker, bring peace to some type of area or country or something, and that you suffered many injustices. You could be a very kind person, sweetheart, a very peaceful person. And they tried everything to dim your light, but you are royalty from overseas. I'm telling you, some type of air. Because leadership came out here and saintly. So say these are cults that want to be fake priests or people in power. This fell on bodyguard with power. I'm telling you, there's some type of special intelligence that has been put in place to watch you, find you, protect you, something like that. They could even be trying to help protect your crown, wherever you may be from. Leadership came out with saintly. This is your energy, peacemaker. They did, you suffered all kind of injustices. You are coming out as royalty, the high priestess. Do you hear me? A psychic, a peacemaker, saintly, and leader. Look. You are heavily, do you hear what I'm saying? Power and magic. Heavily. This person is heavily gifted. You have a lot of power, magic and power, leadership, saintly, peacemaker. You also coming out as a healer. You could have a natural ability to exercise demonic and entities from people. That's a part of your healing abilities, or to heal those that are suffering from ailments, dark attachments. And they try to imprison you. I'm telling you what I love. You could be a prisoner of war from the time that you were a child and brought over to the Americas and you don't even know it. And this is a big scheme. This is a big scam. You're talking about a Ponzi scheme on 1,000 to the 1,000. There's no way higher ups did not know about this. That's why there could be legal proceedings that have been going on for quite some time, because people have been trying to get rid of the evidence of your wealth. They want your wealth. I'm telling you, when I heard fortune, and I'm telling you, look, defender and truth seeker, there are special intelligent forces that have been like dispatched to find out what this is that's been going on. It came out with discrimination to find out what's been going on. Because it's like so many other crimes have been tied or linked into your kinship, whomever you are. Kinship. You are an heir of some type. You are an heir. And they even put you in places where you were heavily discriminated against. Put you in areas, communities where people heavily discriminated against you since a child. Because you know why? Because you are an heir. That's what I keep hearing, that kinship, heir. Look, the moon. This was a secret that nobody wanted to get out because they wanted this fortune. But you know how the divine works? The divine works like, let's say that you are meant to be a healer, that you are an heir, that you are a shaman, a high priestess. All the people that you could have healed if these folks would have did the right thing. You know how many souls that is that's lost? You think the divine just gonna keep letting that go on? And I think you are over the age of 18. That's what I feel like. But something was supposed to be told to you or given to you when you were 18. Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, that would allow you to step into this role. I'm telling you, you are an heir. Whomever you are, you could be a water sign. I hear that, but I'm getting heavy water. And you can't, look, bro, somebody took you from overseas. I know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, you know what card is like, keep on, I keep hearing, shh, shh. People do not want this to come out. It's too many, bro, do you hear what I'm saying? It's too many crimes that have been committed to cover this up. If you are an heir to a fortune, even to a crown, I heard you, they made a crown for you as a baby. That's how royal you are. Wherever it is that you come from overseas, it's not here. If you live in the Americas, it's not here. If you live somewhere else, that's not where you're from. You are from a different country. Give me more on this moon energy. Eight of Pentacles, the moon, Eight of Pentacles, highly skilled. They didn't want you to know how skilled you were or what type of, bro. This energy just keeps coming out. Somebody could be a Capricorn with a Pisces moon. I'd be forgetting to cover those cards up because of the nudity on there. Give me more. Five of Cups. I'm telling you, these people are so damn greedy. They would stop at nothing. It's almost like all the stuff that these people went through to not just get your fortune, but destroy you, but get your fortune. They almost became delusional, like it's theirs. But they really in this energy, like that's what it feels like it's ours. We worked this hard and did all these crimes for it. It rightfully belongs to us. And they are sad about this because there's something about here about the child, the son energy. Child, you're supposed to have a life where you have ponies and everything. Where you come from, you could actually have like a ranch that could have horses and stables and all kind of stuff. They stole that too. Look, they stole that too. Bad judgment call. It's like they're no longer able to keep up a facade of why. They also didn't think that they were being seen or being watched. They were being watched when they were making these bad judgment calls when it came to your life, your wealth, your fortune, your home. I'm hearing land grab. Land grab. Give me more. Oh, we're not doing nobody finagling with the energy. I'm not doing this. Look, man, look. You are an heir. I don't care how people would want to look at it. You are an heir. Something was given to you or passed down to you when you were born or when you were a child, and it was supposed to been given to you. You could have been taken from another country when you were 6 years old from a mother. So it could have been passed. Your mother could be royalty in another country. Hi, Poos, if you're coming into the chat. Just doing a quick recap because I was pre-recording and my phone does not want me to record this message. So irritating. But it's important for us to know that these things aren't just conspiracies. This stuff really goes on. This stuff has really been going on. It's like power grabs, land grabs. There's a King of Pentacles of significance. Look, you could be the child of a King of Pentacles, and this King of Pentacles left you something. Whether you're masculine or feminine, I'm trying to get these cards together, y'all. Masculine or feminine, you could be the child of a King of Pentacles. And somebody did not want you to have this fortune. This could be a mother figure or somebody that you thought was a mother. This is not your real mother. This person is a narcissist and a liar, baby, with the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I mean, how much more narcissistic somebody is, like what do you want to call those? A sociopath. Somebody suffers from like sociopathy. Somebody is a compulsive liar. It's like lying without feelings, lying without thinking of it, obsessive liar, a pathological liar. And this is, I'm telling you, and deceptive. That's so sad. You come out of, this person came out as the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse with the Seven of Swords, bro. That was supposed to give you something. I'm telling you, when you turn 18 and people trying to sneak around what this is, it's like look, a lot of backfires are happening because of this. They did not give this to you. And I feel like these some type of court or legal proceedings, let's say this is your original adopted mother or something, this person could be going to court. You may not know anything about this. it's not only that, they gotta walk up. Look, they gotta walk away. Cause it's like you've been deemed as the heir or successor or whatever this fortune is, and these people walking away with their tail tucked between their legs, bro. They walking away with their tail tucked in between their legs. Because it's like these people did so much stuff in order to keep this from you and to take you out, and they couldn't take you out. You just kept healing. If you do have psychic abilities or any type of spiritual gifts where you heal naturally, or you supposed to be a healer, you can heal yourself naturally. I keep hearing regeneration. So it could have been stuff where you suffer from a parent that had Munchausen by proxy. Or that's what they diagnosed this person with. Somebody could have fled another state with you and changed y'all names and stuff. Whoever your original adoptive mother is. I don't know if you're still with this person or not. But your family is not, I'm getting your family is not really your family. Period. And these people will stop at nothing to get your fortune, your wealth. But there have been like special forces that have been dispatched. Now, are they from here? Because now, you know, when you have special forces, they may not originate from the same country. They can originate from the country you're from. If you are of some type of royal kinship or bloodline or something like that, like really, 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 there are people set in place. I keep hearing magistrate. People set in place to put orders out for special forces to find you, track you down, and protect you. But also, if this is a fortune, you're an heir to a fortune, to a throne, to a crown, actually, like really, truly. A a lot of crime would have been committed in order to keep this from you, especially if these people were dabbling in this money, never giving you any of it, never telling you who you were. They tried to claim like you were insane. That's crazy. I meant to look at that bottom card, but give me more. But there's been some type of legal proceedings. I believe that you have been identified through means. If they haven't approached you, I don't know what I'm telling you. These people have to surrender your shit. These people committed so many crimes. Somebody is crazy as hell in this energy. Somebody really believes that this money is theirs, or they believe that they own the rights to this money. They went through so much and they did so much for you. That's what I'm hearing. Legal proceedings going on. I'm telling you, they protected you. It's like they have to relinquish whatever this is over to you. Period. It's like no doubt about it. And it's kind of like somebody was trying to argue. They made the choice to take you in and keep you or protect you or raise you or some shit like that. Look, bro, they invested a lot into you, Queen of Pentacles. You don't even know you're a Queen of Pentacles, Pooh, because that's what initially came out. They invested a lot in you, and they feel like that since they made this choice to protect you, that some of the money should go to them. But it's just like y'all already been dabbling in the money. You got your money's worth, right? And if this is the case. I'm telling you, this is not your family. Whomever you think your family is not your family. It could have been 9 people, a part of your family or this reverse family that came up against you. It could be like 9 people that's in this family, and it could be a total of 10 people or 10 people that are heavily involved in what this is. And one of these people could be a lover or a romantic person. I'm telling you. But this person was being watched. I'm telling you. So it's something about this person, somebody you were connected to in a relationship with, connection, whatever the case may have been, married to, I don't know. But this person was being watched for something else. I don't think this person is who you think they are. Yep. Because these people was trying to stop you from getting this Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, it's a fortune. It's a fortune that came from your parents. The Emperor. Because I keep hearing that somebody's parent could have been an arms dealer. And look, baby, you was never supposed to be out in the cold. Never. These people know that. And they also know how they left you out in the cold. How you were never supposed to ever struggle, be in hardships, or want for anything. They were supposed to relinquish something to you that came from your, I'm telling you like an heir or something. And they blocked this out. They stopped you from getting whatever this is while stealing it. Bro, look, the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse with the Hermit to the Ace of Wands. And they're heartbroken. They got to give this to you. Whatever is left of it. Whatever is left of it that they greedy asses didn't get their paws on. They didn't get their greedy hands on. These people going to jail because of all the attempts on your life. You are a high priestess, magician, the fool, bro. I cannot. This is like predestined or predetermined. This is like if you come from a royal lineage, there was money set aside long ago. It's like it was written in the stars for you to be this person. The high priestess, magician. This is a true alchemist right here. The Hierophant didn't come out, bro. And this is what they did to you. I heard excommunicated. They tried to excommunicate you. But if it was written in the stars for a child like you to be born, many children like you have been born. But if it was written in the stars that a child like you was going to be born and what you would do, what you were destined for, certain measures, people understand this, measures were put into place in order to assure that people of this kind, do you hear me, would have everything that they needed. And you are a healer with your hands. And I'm not just talking about shaman. I'm talking about somebody spirit, like heavily gifted with spiritual gifts that can be brought out into the physical to help heal people, bring about peace, bring about change, bring about heaven on earth, so to speak. If you are meant or called to be some type of exorcist, seriously, just through your hands, healing people with demonic attachments. Families, especially royal lineages, they set aside money to make sure that you had all the necessary, the environment, the tools, the people, the places, the protection, the everything. A lot of wars went on about that type of stuff. That's what I think we're all coming to realize that a lot of wars were about the taking, pillaging, and theft and swindling, and just the taking of all the things that were left to heirs. Even if you're not an actual heir, but someone that was predetermined or predestined to have a particular type of healing gift that was supposed to usher in, I don't like to say the New World Order, but divine order. Okay. Period. And I'm telling you, look, I'm hearing passion of crime. There could have been somebody in this connection that tried to take you out, and that could have been sent up a red flag. Crime of passion. Crime of passion. I know what I'm saying. You could be a Queen of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and they tried to fight, or a Queen of Wands tried to fight you for your 10 of Pentacles. Try to fight, is trying to fight you. And you're not in court or you don't know anything about legal proceedings. Yeah, somebody trying to fight you for you. Somebody trying to fight from going to jail too, about to sacrifice you. There's a king of cups that could be a magistrate. King of Wands. You came out, I don't know if this King of Wands and Queen of Wands is a couple that's like in the justice system, who was put in charge of whatever this Ace of Pentacles is. This your fortune right here. How many major arcana came out? We got the devil out here. Look, they going to jail about whatever this is. Or this is them when they wish to try and imprison you, try to say that you were mentally unstable or incompetent or something like that. That's what they've been trying to do. That's what they've been trying to argue now, but it's being rejected in court. So I'm hearing motion reject denied. Somebody is a magistrate. I keep hearing that. I don't know where these proceedings are going on, but about this Wheel of Fortune, bro. I'm telling you about this Wheel of Fortune coming towards you. These people are trying to claim like you're not incompetent enough to handle. I mean, come on, bro. Look, this fell right on top of it. Wheel of Fortune with the Chariot. They're trying to stop this from coming towards you. It's like first they were trying to say that it was like, I'm telling you, they could have passed you around as a child from family to family. And everybody got like a piece of this fortune and stuff. They could have even did magic on you. Shit, yeah, that's what they did. They could have did root work on you as a child to stifle your gifts. Yeah. And they kept doing it. And also I'm getting, they could have passed you around as a child. And if you were brought here by your original adopted mother or parents or whatever, This person could have like adopted you out to different families and they paid them. These people got a lot of shit going on, bro. You hear all the crimes that was committed to cover up the fact that you are an heir. People try so hard to make sure that you never knew that you were Queen of Pentacles, also that you were adopted or that you came from overseas. But I'm definitely getting heavy, like you come from overseas. We got the Five of Cups. Give me more on this Five of Cups. These people are, this is crazy. This is so crazy to me, bro. This is so crazy to me. How people gonna be in so much grief about your shit? This is so crazy to me because they have to surrender your stuff. Somebody could have even, when you were a child, also, I'm getting, it could have been said that they lost you somewhere at a park or something, or that you were abducted, but they actually sold you to another family. So the family could abuse you, not just for your fortune, but for your spiritual gifts. These people are part of like some type of weird Masonic cult, scam, Ponzi scheme. I'm telling you, it's like you may not even remember this. If root work was done on you, then a lot of your memory probably like was erased from like your younger days. And maybe you old enough to where you've been with the family you think is your family for quite some time, where you think that's your only family. But if you have memories of, let's say, faces, mothers, women, other people and stuff, and you dream about these people, that could have been other families that you live with. But these people could have said that they lost you at a park, or that you were abducted from a park. But I'm telling you, these people I don't know who this is for, but this is some crazy, 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 crazy work right here. Constable. There could be a constable looking for you or coming towards you also. Because I'm definitely hearing stuff like a lot of like legal titles. Magistrate, constable, kinship, heir, orders and stuff, motions, bro. They got to surrender what they've been keeping from you. Give me the strength card. This is crazy. The Ace of Wands, for your newbie, they have to relinquish whatever this is to you. They have to surrender it. I don't know how they even have their hands in it. Like, has no judge put some type of motion or to freeze whatever this account is? They could have even tried to send your money to some offshore accounts or funnel it out in some offshore untraceable accounts. It's like they're going through, they still committing crimes to keep whatever this is from you. This is crazy work. Where do people get the audacity, God? Where do they? What's wrong with them? But these people tried to take you out at least 10 times since you were a child. They tried to have you in prison. You could have even been in prison. They tried to bind you. They did root work on you. They sold you to different families. They unalived you on paper and collected life insurance policies, bro. With 7 in reverse. They do not want to come off whatever this is. These people are crazy. There's a 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, 3 of Pentacles. There's an investigator out here too. That's also what I'm getting. Or somebody could have flipped. Give me more on this 3 of Pentacles. They hire people to take you out and shit. Hella times. Didn't I say they tried to take you out 10 times? The 3 of Pentacles with the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. They was hiring folks to take you out and everything. It's like they even thought that they succeeded at taking you out. And I kept hearing regeneration or something like that. If they stuck you, if they sold you to like a family where you had like your adopted mother, who you probably think is your real mother, had like Munchausen by proxy, or this is what they tried to claim in court, because you know they don't consider that a mental illness, right, in court. And you could get, instead of getting like the penalty, bro, don't ever let me be a magistrate. I'm executing people. I'm just letting y'all know right now. I'm telling you, bro. Look, these people, listen, I know what I'm talking about, bro. These people pay folks to take you out. Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. You hear what I'm saying? Because they didn't want you to know that you were a Queen of Pentacles, and air came out, Three of Cups with the Hangman, sacrifice. I'm telling you, these people try to take you out so many times. It's crazy. And I hear you keep regenerating. There's a Ten of Wands. Sold you to different families. Poisoned you, I heard, as a child, did root work on you. This is crazy. For your money. And then these folks really got the nerve to be in court arguing that they took care of you. They deserve rights to your money. Are they fucking insane or what, guy? Look, I'm telling you, this Queen of Cups in the reverse came out again in the reverse. Let me go through here. Let me find her. She right up in here, bro. This woman has Munchausen by proxy. I keep hearing it. This is a person that has this is a sociopath on 1,000. She also came out right here with the Seven of Swords. I cannot make it up. The Seven of Swords came out. It came out Queen of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, somebody is not your parent. And then she came right back out in the reverse. I'm telling you this. Look, this woman has Munchausen by proxy. I don't know any other way to put it. That's what I keep hearing. That's what I'm hearing. This woman did stuff to poison you, trying to stop your heart and everything. She tried to tear up, destroy your love life. It's like these people hire, particularly this woman. This could be two people. This could be two women. This could be like an aunt and a mom, or so you thought. Queen of Cups came out again in the reverse with the Page of Cups. I'll put the Page of Cups back. It's like ruining your love life, making sure it's like once they realized that they couldn't like take you out by poisoning, even these people have tried to unalive you. And when they realize that they cannot do that, I keep hearing regenerating. Page of Wands. Bro, look, this woman tried to claim she has Munchausen by proxy. I'm telling you. So they won't, bro. For these type of crimes, you get the death penalty. You do. This is too much to try and cover up. So what is the first thing that people gonna do? Claim insanity. Somebody is trying to claim Munchausen by proxy, and that's why they try to sacrifice you so they could get the recognition, or so you would, like you look up Munchausen by proxy. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm not about to explain it, but I'm telling you this, trying to hide the facts. This woman was even competing with you. Let's say if this is a woman you grew up with, you thought this was your mother. She tried to compete with you for like lovers or for your like gifts, or it's like she tried to compete like she was better than you when she couldn't take you out. Bro, the Two of Pentacles. Give me more. I have any more tarot cards. The Ace of Cups. She kind of tried to compete with you for your like love life, lovers. If you've had lovers, baby, this woman probably slept with them in your home. I don't know how else to say it. Because if Munchausen, and this is only strictly an opinion, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that. I don't have the legal right or certificate or certifications to diagnose people. This is strictly opinion, guys. Okay. If Munchausen, let's say a mother has a child, because I don't think people look deeply into like life after or life growing up with a parent who's suffering from Munchausen by proxy, right? If this is actually her diagnosis, if this is real. They make the child sick on purpose for attention, the parent. It is typically a mother. Now they will do it with sons, but you look it up a lot. They do it a lot with their daughters, okay? Because it comes from a need for or a lack of attention. Whatever it stems from many things, but in my opinion, it comes from possibly a child who was not nurtured or parented or had her mother. So growing up being a mother, if this is your adopted mother or real mother, take it as it resonates. Growing up, and they have you as a daughter or son, but daughter, I'm definitely hearing that. They will make you sick to a certain age where you're ready to venture off on your own, like let's say 6, 7, go play with friends. They'll make you sick, so you'll always need them. When you get old enough, you'll start noticing shit like they won't give you praises. They'll always like talk down on you or bad to you. And so what this does is create a codependent relationship for you to think that you need to work harder to gain that parents or mothers in this case, that mother's recognition, the need to be recognized for her. She needs to be needed. When you get older and you start dating boys, they will typically sabotage your relationships. When you get older than that, you finally move out the house and you live that long. I'm being honest. Somebody lacked a lot of love growing up. But if you got older, let's say you moved out, you got married, you got in a relationship, y'all had children, this mother with this illness, let's just call it that. It's a mental illness, really. An emotional and mental illness, okay? They'll typically sleep, they'll like try to compete with you for the same man or the same men or how you dress or how you look. They'll body shame you. They'll talk down to you. They'll mistreat you. They will never recognize, they will do anything to dim your light. So then you continue to have this unknowingly codependent bond of trying to be the best at everything and prove yourself to a mother that is never going to recognize you. They need you to need them. A lot of people need to look into that because men do that to women a lot. And I'm not talking about Munchausen. I'm talking about when men want women to be codependent on them so much so there's a method to that madness. That comes from people who typically try to control others. They lack control. They had no control when they were growing up, so they try to control others, but they typically lack self-control. Parents, typically mothers. I have yet to see a man that suffers from Munchausen by proxy, but men will compete with their sons in other manners that is probably like a subsector or a more localized or, like a more, what am I talking about? What am I trying to say? A more isolated version or a less isolated version of Munchausen. Fathers do it to sons too, bro. Especially if your father is somebody that like always trying to relive their glory days. That's when they were the man, and then they grew up, and then they really had recognition, and they were told like, buck up, like suck it in. You're a man. Don't cry. Don't have compassion. all that, but let's say that they were really famous with sports, or they had a lot of good glory days, but then they have a son, they come up and they're still like, just like the father. The father will try to live vicariously through the son, typically making the son, pushing them hella hard, telling them they got to do this, live their life like this, be like this, date these people, be around these people, be in these clubs, not eat these foods. That is still it's not just codependency, bro. It's not just control. Those things are like spin-offs, smaller mini versions and spin-offs of Munchausen by proxy. Also, when you look into narcissism, when we look into a lot of these mental illnesses and disabilities, they stem from being damaged and traumatized as a child. So if you are a female and you grew up with a mother, an adopted mother or mother that suffers from this, maybe you knew. But this woman, as an adult, she will try to compete with you. She will sleep with your lovers. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Also being narcissistic. She will lie about you. She will slander you. She will spread gossip about you. So to isolate you from people, this is narcissism, Munchausen and narcissism. So you won't have anybody. So what happens then? So you can only depend on her. So you'll only need her. Only be codependent on her. She's the only one that I can look up to. The only one that I can count on. That shit stems from Munchausen by proxy. I'm telling you, this is the energy I'm picking up on here. So I don't know if this is a person that's in court or has been going to court behind your back and saying all these things, saying you're mentally unstable or you're incompetent, you can't handle your own money, trying to fight you for your own money. With the 5 of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, trying to fight you for your own money. They want complete and total control over your shit. I don't even think that this is your real parent, bro. I just seen 8 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Somebody is going to be committed to a mental institution. Somebody is literally trying to fight you for your shit. I cannot. And some gotta be, you gotta think, like, really, where is the mental capacity of these people? There are at least 10 people here. Period. There are at least 10 people here. And one of them is like an ex-lover, somebody you married to, somebody that you were in a connection with, were married to. That could have been just a moth hitting my patio window. Oh, Lord, Ace of Pentacles. Child. I'm so tired of those sticking to my elbows. Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. You will be victorious. I feel like you already won this court case. And if you haven't gotten this, I don't know why. Yeah, you already won this court case. A ruling has already went in your favor about what this is. Why you have not gotten it, I don't know. But it could have been like something where you moved, they're looking for you. The addresses are confusing. They're confused where you are. Let's say it's hey, bro, it's too much going on here. That's what I was gonna say, Spirit. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It could be a lot of people out here impersonating you. It's like in your image, walking around with your name, your social, a whole bunch of different addresses. It could be up to 7 other divine feminines or people, feminine person they're talking to, that are walking around with your identification, your identifying articles like birth certificates, social security card, IDs in your name, like set up to 7 women. So they can confuse the court systems on who is the real who. or where you really are. They telling you what I love, bro. There's the King of Wands here. That could be of significance. That could be like belief of whatever this is. They could have put, this King of Wands could have put several women up to like impersonating you. I'm hearing that, impersonating you. But there's a King of Wands here also. 4 swords. This person could be sleeping with all these different 7 women that they have like impersonating you. What the hell? I keep hearing walking around in your image. Yep. There's a King of Wands that has, I don't know if this is an ex-lover, a husband, an ex-husband, or what, but this person is going to jail. This person could also be on the run. But this person, it has been linked to, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. This could just be somebody that you share a passionate connection with. Take it as it resonates. Someone does this. Remember at the beginning, I said that somebody, how they found you or located you, or this issue was brought up, this thing was uncovered, was because somebody you was connected to in some type of romantic partnership, marriage, something that this person was being watched for other stuff. This person could do this for a living, where they're hired to pull off scams and sacrifice lovers. And this is the person that has like several other women that they've been sleeping with, that they've been walking around. And I'm telling you, these people are fucking delusional. It's like somebody went, it's like, where is this person picking these women up? Homeless shelters, soup kitchens, strip clubs. Just finding random women off the street and sleeping with them all, and then having them like walk around for identifying information like driver's license with your name on it, your date of birth. But all the addresses are different. And it's like they have to go through, it's like the courts have hired people to track you down, the real you, but also they have to go through the process of elimination by eliminating, and you know how long that takes. They don't just see somebody and say, oh no, that can't possibly be her, this Queen of Pentacles that we're looking for, this heir, that can't possibly be her. They have to watch people. They have to investigate them. They have to dig deep into these people's past. And typically, a lot of these people have multiple identities. It's like multiple identities. They switch their identities, so that could take a while. But there's a King of Wands, somebody that you were in a romantic connection, passionate connection with, whatever you would like to call it, that has several other women, which are identifying documents, that are walking around impersonating you. And these people are crazy. It's like they all going insane about this. I'm telling you, with the Knight of Cups, this is somebody that you were in a connection with. Queen of Pentacles. You don't have to be an earth sign. You can be a fire sign. You can be fire and earth. You can have fire, heavy. You can have heavy earth with fire placements in your chart. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We got the world here with the 4 of Wands. I'm telling you, bro, like you're not from, if you're in the United States, whoever I'm doing this message for, you're not from the United States. You're not from the United States. That's just what I'm getting. But they, of course, they have to go through the process of elimination to find out which is the real you. So if you are somebody who's finding out, or who has, uncovered this type of information, and a lot of people, because I know quite a few people have went through something like this, something similar. You don't have to be an heir. It could just be where money, fortunes, monies were left to you, inheritances, trust funds, and stuff like that. Your trust fund babies, and you're wondering, well, how come no one has approached me? Because there are so many people out here walking around with your identity that have been getting access to these monies in one way or another. Access to your homes, your properties, your land that was left to you. So when they're trying to find you, you got to be mindful of all the different people who may be in your name. Your name may not even be your real name. So if you don't even know your real name, if you go do like a background check on yourself to see the different addresses and all the addresses that pop up are places you know you live, when you, well, it can't possibly be me. But if your name was changed as a child, if you were adopted out, especially more than once, of course they change your name. They unalived you on paper. Of course they change your name. But if you are uncovering this and you found that you could possibly live by another name, look up that name. Do a free background check on that name. Look at all the different addresses that name pops up at. You know why all them different addresses pop up there? It's like, oh, it's not a coincidence that, let's just say ADJ. Okay, I'm just giving initials. People can have the same first and last name, but it's a coincidence that you have the same first, middle, and last name as several other people in several other different states. No, these people have been hired to steal your identity so they can gain access to these trust funds, to these inheritances, to the insurance policies, all kinds of stuff. And they unalive you on paper. They change your name. And this is typically done when you are a child. Especially root work done, they do stuff on your memory to make sure that you can't remember what this is that has been done to you or your name at that. See how big that crime goes? Like and then the crimes that they have to commit in order to keep this covered up or hidden is crazy, bro. It's crazy work. I'm telling you, you could have probably been like a prisoner of war. What the fuck, bro? Well, the craziest shit been happening over here. I stay prayed up. Don't get this shit twisted. I stay prayed up. Look, bro. And this came right on back out, bro. Leadership. You have a crown somewhere. Or you've been crowned as victorious. I know. But I'm telling you, with the world war, you could be a child that is like a prisoner of war. Here in Arkansas, right in the next town where I live, there's an old Japanese internment camp. If you look up the war in where is this war going on at? It has to do with the Hispanics and stuff. I'm trying to remember because I just happened upon it. And anyways, we're talking about, it was like a lot of mothers and families that were fighting for like the government. Where was this at? To release their children. Like the governor was the government was taking people's children from them and calling them prisoners of war. And these people were protesting. They were crying, begging for people to help them to get their children back. They were taking these people's children as prisoners of war. Man, but y'all, the craziest shit has been happening, right? Leadership. I mean, how many times, bro, to the royalty? I know y'all can't see the cars, but you know, royalty. I cannot make this shit up, bro. The maritime traveler. Yeah, I'm telling you what I love. Swindler. You could have been stolen. I'm telling you, we have yet to start to really dive deep into it. It's like, fuck the tip of the iceberg. We have not even touched the tip of the iceberg on what really went down in history. A lot of people don't even know that there was an American Revolution where Black and white people fought alongside each other to overthrow the government. Oh, they gonna ban the shit out of this. Oh, they did that. And they actually was about to literally overthrow the government. And you know what happened? The government established white privilege. I'm gonna hurt some fucking feelings with that one. Go look it up. Abusive relationship. I'm gonna hurt some feelings with that one. They established white privilege. Now listen to me. My good Caucasian people that think you're really, you know. But then what is that? What does that leave? Where does that leave a lot of other Caucasian people? Because remember, with white privilege, they still had to separate it into classes. For the melanated people, we were just the outcast. You know, they had to establish white privilege to make Caucasian people think that they were so much more dominant than, you know, those like this, lighter than me, those that were non-Caucasoid, okay? Not trying to be funny, I'm being honest. They had to establish a false superiority on paper. But remember, you still got like your poor white trash, your trailer trash, and I'm sorry, my good people, I'm not calling y'all that. This is what y'all own people, still Caucasians, consider poor white people or people of lower impoverished people who are Caucasian or fair-skinned, who says that? I don't. Who are fair-skinned, they consider their same race, white privilege, listen, they consider y'all trash. They turn their nose up, you might as well be nigga. I'm saying. Don't say that word, people, it's not nice. But I'm like really being honest. And so those people are mistreated badly and poorly, and they get along with a lot of melanated people. Some of them do, some of them don't. I'm just saying, a lot that was erased from history books. Look at how many times that they have literally changed out and either eradicated or redacted so much information about true history. Look at what our children are learning in the history books in most of the schools. They are not learning real history. Stuff that we learn, like if you're my age, stuff that I learned, my children are not learning half of that history now. History used to be a big thing, a big widespread school subject. Like it was like one of the most hardest because you had to learn so much and there was so much going on. They don't even teach the children these days half of that shit. They done took it out. They done changed the history books entirely. Why? Because it is his story. I'm not even finna go into all that and be like this whole like, you know, Black Power thing. I'm not about to do that right now. We don't do that over here. I'm just saying we need to start looking at this. But my point that I'm making is things were erased from our history, so we would never know the gruesome facts and details about things that happened in the past. And this is a crime that is it's widespread and it has happened more than what people realize. And as we start to uncover it, people are shocked, like, no, people clutching their freaking pearls, right? But this stuff really, really, really has been going on. And as nosy as our freaking government officials have been in all of our business, remember 9/11, the No Privacy Act, that thing where they can tap into anybody's technology, they can spy on you with satellite technology since 9/11. Remember, people, history, right? So we have no privacy. I don't care if you think you have privacy, it's a lie. If you have LED light bulbs in your house, then 9 times out of 10, you're being monitored. Facial recognition, AI, voice recognition. How many times has Siri or Gemini or any of those things come on your phone and they just start listening? And they just start pulling up shit like, hey, I didn't tell you to come on, bro. What you doing? So we're being listened, and like our privacy has been gone. People want to know, we've been in martial law, my good people. When they start doing their history, looking into stuff. I like to inform people about this because people be like, well, what happens if martial law is declared? We're already in martial law. Why do you think that in martial law, it states that the Constitution and everything can be done away with? You know what that means? No privacy. No privacy whatsoever. So with our nosy ass government, we all attest to that, right? Nosy. They nosy as fuck. There's nothing they don't know. So how could they not know about crimes and stuff going on like this? How could they not know? There's no way they don't know. They privatize the military. Hey, how about that? You betcha, pal. Come on now. Why do you think they did that? So they can conduct secret things. I'm not going to say experiments. I'm going to say secret things so they can move around secretly and not disclose to the public anymore on what they have been doing. All these illegal immigrants and aliens. You know, I hate saying that stuff. Like, they're so ignorant to me because, hello, Pangea, you know. But we're not even going to go into that. I'm just saying. It was all one landmass at one point. We're all from Earth. I mean, most of us, you know, most of us. I'm just saying we're from Earth, right? We're from a landmass of some kind that was all connected. How the fuck can there be immigrants? You can't put people off God's Earth, off God's land. What's wrong with people? But all these people coming over here, shipping containers full of people. Remember when they raided, I think it was in Florida. If nobody looked up on this, because look, I'm nosy. So I'm going to research and I'm going to make sure that I pray for people that are, to make sure that they're safe, especially women, children, and elderly. I don't play that shit. You can get fucked up about them. I don't care who you are. I better not see it. I will not be a bystander. You can get fucked up if you want to. So anyways, they did a raiding of, what was it, a UPS or a FedEx warehouse? And they found all those immigrants, the children, everything in all them trucks. The trucks was loaded. It was rows of these delivery trucks, bro, full of immigrants. And these people were not just from America. Shipping containers full of people. So how do you think that these people are getting over here, being trafficked, and our government don't know about it? Come on, Shelly. Have you seen Mad TV before? Remember when the dude that played Stewart, he played that role of the dude with the sweatsuit and the jerry curl. He always talking to the dog. Come on, Shelly. You big fat dude, bro. Come on, Shelly. Like, government. Come on, stop playing with us. Stop playing with the American people. Stop playing with us. There's no way they don't know about this shit. The inheritance schemes, the trust fund schemes, the life insurance schemes. Like, damn, how many life insurance policies the government know about every money? And the government know about every piece of money, every treasure, every child that's born, every birth certificate that's issued. There's no way the higher ups and officials have not been knowing that this stuff has been going on, that children have been kidnapped from other countries that are heirs, that are landowners, that are true leaders, had real crowns and thrones that they were supposed to inherit and brung over here and then adopted throughout different families, literally like passed around like a piece of meat or like a. And when you start talking about this stuff, people will start saying, you're crazy. Of course they would say I'm crazy. But I always ask people, I beg people to always do your research. Never follow what I say. Remember to take what resonates. Always do your research. If anybody ever suggests that you follow them, do not follow them. Because a true leader is not going to ask that you follow them. A true leader is going to teach you to lead your freaking self. Do your own research. Don't just take people's word for it. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. I mean, it's hidden, it's buried under a lot of disinformation, but if these things really matter to anybody because it's happening worldwidely, and it's happening to the bulk of us, right? So if you really if you care about these things, even if you don't plan on doing anything and it's just for your own peace of mind, go look this stuff up. Whatever I say, I have researched this. Like, the government is putting this shit out. The documents that are being released by, who is it? CIA, the FBI and stuff, classified documentation that they have been releasing about experimentation on people. And this is not just experimenting where they're doing stuff to our water and food and stuff like that. We already know that. Hello, GMOs, Frankenfoods. We knew that. People just wanted to overlook that, or I guess they think that these things just go away and they do not, they get worse. But anyways, we're not here to riot, rally, or cause any type of revolution. This is strictly knowledge-based, okay? I just want to add some information to people's library of knowledge and knowing and wisdom so you can do what you want to do with it. But if you look these things up, the documentation is there. They are releasing this documentation. The theft of children, of thrones, of crowns. What they have in those museums all over the world? Other people's shit. Other people's shit. Like, that's not even yours. How you gonna put somebody else's shit in a glass container? And the president of what was it? Was it Burundi? I don't know. This is back when I used to watch Dr. Mumbi. So the Dr. Mumbi show, she covers all the stuff that's going on in different parts of Africa. So I was there during the whole EFF thing. You know, I was like following that hella hard when Julius Malema was elected. And bro, anyways, and I think it was Burundi. Anyways, he demanded that the British museums give them back their ancestors' artifacts. And they told them no. How the fuck you gonna tell us like no? This like, nah, we stole this fair and square. And it's in our glass container in our museum. Oh, not only that, we've been banking off of your ancestors' shit, your tools of power, their hair, bro. Come on, make that shit make sense. If that's not witchcraft at its finest, and people, we was really going to these museums, bro. I used to go to them a lot. And looking at this stuff and thinking, oh, that's nice. It'd be so cool to look at. But when you think of that shit as an adult, that's witchcraft, bro. When you hold another people's ancestral artifacts and heritage captive. Hair, bro? The fuck y'all doing with hair in a motherfucking glass case? Nobody want to see dreadlocks that goddamn bad. You see niggas walking around with dreads every day. Why the fuck y'all gotta have that in a museum? Because y'all making money off of that shit, and that's witchcraft. King of Belgium, cut off hands. He wore a hand necklace. Where the fuck is that? Is that in a black museum somewhere? Like anybody in Africa, if you from Africa, let me know. Let me know if y'all have the King of Belgium's hand necklace with all our people's hands on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's sitting in the glass case, and let us have some European artifacts in an African museum and tell them they can't have it back. What they gonna do? They gonna declare fucking war against those people. So how dare these museums? I'm telling y'all what to look for. It's sit right in our face. That's a form of witchcraft. If I steal a kid from a country that's in air, and then I put them off on paper, adopt them out to different families, steal their fortune, that's witchcraft. Anything that is done that is against the destiny of what God set for a person is witchcraft, is voodoo. I don't give a fuck what nobody trying to say or claim or call it. That's why when you gossip and lie, there is a law that they write a law for that where you can sue people, but they cover it up because they don't want you to know that truly that's witchcraft. Anything that has an adverse effect on you in your life, especially if it goes against your free will or the divine flow of what God set for your life to be, is witchcraft. But they can't put witchcraft in a fucking law book. You can't sue people for witchcraft, right? So they have to be slick about it and write it in these fucking codings and laws and rules. And what's the law? It's not even law at all. Real law is civil law. The law we go by is codes. It's nothing but codes. Why? Because it's maritime law. And bro, if I'm lying, I'm fine. Why y'all think they made all our law and they encoded it with maritime law of the water? Because of all the shit that they keep doing overseas and bringing it up over here and then slapping their statutes and their codes on it and claiming like it's law. So they can regulate their lies. They can rewrite history. They can have the final say so over what we learn, what we know as history, what is kept in books. They don't want us to be empowered. They don't want real heirs, royal kinships, and kings and queens to inherit their rightful thrones. They don't want that. Excuse me. I did not mean to make that slip out. Disgusting. Excuse me. I'm just saying, bro, like maritime just keep on coming out. Maritime, impoverished. This is what they do. This is what they do. They go to oppressed lands where they know that people originally from that land are high priests, saints, psychics, chosen, light workers, bringers, bearers, peacemakers, revolutionaries, stuff like that. And they kidnap them people and they take them overseas and sell them. Bro, look, we done enough. I've been talking long enough. You want to know what they doing? And then they'll look, they make it so cute though. They'll dress it up like, oh, we're declaring war on this country for what? United States, if y'all don't stay y'all ass out of people fucking business overseas, goddamn it, got us up over here shivering, shaking, think we finna get bombed and shit because you won't shut the fuck up. Like, that ain't our business. Some stuff. It's like you don't stand by and watch injustices happen, but the United States, they just be doing too much. It's like, what the fuck you doing? Worried about up over there when the people here starving like a motherfucker, losing all their jobs. You trying to fight a war with somebody else. You ain't nothing but a big old fucking bully. I called you what you are. Ban this video. Shadow ban it. I called the United States what the fuck they are. The true terrorists that they are. The government, they're terrorists. They're fucking terrorists. There's no reason why they should be butting in somebody else's business about a war when the fucking people here are so fucking starved, impoverished, homeless, oppressed, losing jobs, losing their wealth, losing their businesses. Food ain't even fucking real. Can't afford eggs. What the fuck you doing over there meddling in their motherfucking business? I'm just saying. What's up, Z Nation? I'm just saying. It makes no sense. And the shit has literally been in our face. And it's like, I don't think I sound so much like a conspiracy theorist because everything that I'm saying is factual. I know I'm not the only one that feel the same. Like all those women that lost their jobs, right? And this kind of goes like along with what I was saying, like, it really pained me to see women pit against other women like, oh, I'm better than you because I have no children or one children. And you have all these children. That's one of my biggest pet peeves because I have a lot of kids. Old lady in a shoe. Yep, that's her right here. How you doing? Okay, so, but the thing is like, that don't make me like a project whore, a run through, a scratch and pose, a bust down, a starter wife, uneducated, easily manipulated, desperate for a man, desperate for love. And it be women who really be thinking that they doing something with these jobs that has one or no kids, or their job, they have a good job, or they live in a better area and they feel like that they're better than other women. Look at a lot of those women that lost their jobs. And I'm not saying that they deserved it. I'm saying the shit that we fight each other about is nonsense. We are literally missing the picture. I don't know when people really gonna start getting like unity, what that means, what the Most High God wants for us to be unified as a people. Fuck, can we have peace and we're always fighting on, it's stupid stuff. I'm better. Like, bro, that post really pissed me off so bad because it was like, no man of real value will want a woman that has children. But you made a post and you're complaining about the man that left you. You got a great job, a nice car, you pay your rent every month in full, all your bills. You got a certificate in some type of nursing program or degree, whatever the case may be. I don't know. And he left you for Keisha with the 5 kids that stay in the projects. Did you ever think about the true value of that woman? That post really pissed me off because you made that post saying that you were better than that woman. Say, oh, they go for easier. That's not always the case. What if Keisha with the 5 kids wasn't afforded the type of life or opportunity that she needed, that she possibly needed? But that don't mean Keisha's uneducated. That doesn't mean that Keisha doesn't work. My name is not Keisha Shea, by the way. So, still. Anyways, continue. That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that she doesn't have a degree. That doesn't mean that she has never had a car. You don't know what the circumstances are, but you sitting up and thinking that you're better than another woman. I think you're overlooking the fact that it's about that man. And that was the point. I commented that shit on that post. Like, it's about that man. A man gonna choose whoever the fuck he wants to, easy or not. Because just the same way Keisha with the 5 kids could be manipulated or desperate for love, you that desperate for fucking love to make a post that fucking stupid against another woman. And that's how I felt about it. And that's why, sorry, man, that's why women are so easily manipulated against each other, because you think you better than another woman. You leave a room, that wiggle room for these dudes, for the ones that do this, but you leaving room for the men to manipulate you because you're so worried about pitting yourself against another woman or explaining why you're better than another woman, putting another woman down. Now look at all these different women that have lost their jobs. I'm sure a couple of them in that bunch, a couple of them probably made a dumbass post like that. You see what I'm saying? Defeated the whole purpose. They missed the whole point. Now you ain't got the job. Now what? You gonna be what's your name gonna be? Huh? You gonna be Bianca? What's a fancy name? Huh? Are you gonna be Ashley that stays in the project with no kids now, no job? You see what I'm saying? That shit's so fucking stupid. In the quickness of a heartbeat, in a flash, God will take every fucking thing from people that they think that they can use to boast about. God hate a boastful person. But it's defeating purpose because we're still fighting and arguing over shit that does not matter, while we are all getting trampled over and overlooking the fact that this stuff's still going on. We have differences. The bullshit's still going on. We fighting about differences and we're still all being trampled all over. I needed to say that. So conspiracies are starting to be proven to be true. Our government is starting to be proven to be a fucking liar. Not all of them, some of them. There are some up there that actually want to do the right thing, but the ones that don't want to do the right thing, there are more, they outnumber those. So, you know, the ratio is kind of slim for the ones that want to be the good guys. Anyways, dude, I cannot be doing this on this channel. I need to have a whole other channel where I just fucking fly off the handle like that. Show me the end result of this. Anyway, somebody is a Queen of Pentacles. You don't know it. Your parents and your family is not your real family. They've been trying to withhold some type of judgment that went in your favor about a large lump sum of money. Baby, I'm talking about a fortune. You are not from this country. Your identity has been stolen by somebody you were in a romantic or had some type of romantic leisures with. Let's just say that, because I don't know about the relationship shit. We can really not call these past couple years relationship years. We can call them just leisure time. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Fucking hey, bro. But anyways, let's see what we're talking about here. Oh, yeah, about the slang thing. And they trolls. My kids trolls. They be trolling me. I don't even use slang. I don't even talk like that, bro. I'm serious. I talk super normal. And I just be saying that stuff because I know when I come in here typically to record, that they be right around the corner. Her room is like right around the freaking corner and she can hear me. So I make sure that I use slang so she can come in here and look at me crazy. You heard her. She said, stop talking about me. I think you're trolling. Oh, Lord. So the outcome of this situation, I'm just fucking sick of these people. Because why the fuck are they going to cemeteries? Like, these people just stop. Look, it's cemeteries having bonfires and fucking seances and shit with cannot make it up. I'm gonna read these ones, bro. It's like they're trying to get into somebody's and you're this Queen of Pentacles that I'm talking about that I'm picking up on. If your dream state has been affected, that's these fucking idiots. Bro, you definitely could be an earth sign that is very powerful. Do you hear me? Divine feminine. Very seductive energy. No, they doing sex rituals. Look, man, look. And look what's speaking out at the bottom, bro. I kid you not. These people are fucking weird. This is the identity theft. Now, also, that's witchcraft too. I just want to point that out. Identity theft is witchcraft. When somebody is walking around impersonating you, that's witchcraft. We need to know these things, good people. There is so much witchcraft around us. Crazy work. It's crazy work. But we have Bridget's all here. I'm going to read these. These folks stay doing rituals. They stay doing rituals. I heard Glass Glow. Isn't that woman that was connected to the Margaret Sanger woman? And they were connected to Madame Blavatsky some kind of way? Look up Madame Blavatsky. A lot of people that have been out of the country, the United States, they'll tell you that there's a huge spell illusion over the United States. Do you hear what I'm saying? And they say that when you leave out of the country, I don't know if I've been out of the country as far as I can remember, but they say when you leave out of the country, that spell is broken. It's like crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyways, we have Bridget again. They're just not gonna learn God, are they? Just because it's, you know what? I am familiar with witchcraft. I'm gonna make that very clear with everybody right now. I'm gonna clear this up real quick. I am very familiar with witchcraft, with voodoo, with root work, with kitchen witchery. I am very familiar with altar work. I am very, very familiar with summoning spirits, talking to the dead. I am very familiar with hexes, curses, spells, stuff of that nature. I know the different forms of those things. I know them. I do not practice them. They are not necessary when you are God loving, God protected, God blessed, and God fearing. Those things are not necessary. You know them, you learn them, so you know what's happening to you if it's done to you. How do you defeat the enemy if you don't know what the enemy's tools are? It is good for us to, and everybody is not going to agree with me on that. It's not something that I practice. It is something that I add to my extensive knowledge. If I ever got to go to war and that is a last resort, I'm pretty sure God will give me the go ahead, but I never resort to witchcraft. It's not necessary. Prayer, hella powerful. Your personal power is hella powerful. And the reason why, when I started studying it, I started realizing everything around me was fucking witchcraft, bro. And somebody sells you a product and it's not as described as witchcraft. Fuck the dumb shit. I'm pointing out what all of it is. A mirror is, back in the days, people of Christianity, Catholic backgrounds and stuff, mirrors were considered witchcraft, right? Voodoo, portals. I see Christians going to look in the mirror at themselves every day when they get dressed. So I'm just saying, no, we need to realize what these things are, right? You want to know what else is witchcraft? I'm fucking some people up with this one. The days, okay? The days and the calendar, that's witchcraft. Time is witchcraft. There's no such thing as that. So if it's an illusion, if it's anything that is against God's true nature, the true natural order of things, is witchcraft. I don't give a fuck. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. If it goes against God's natural order, it's witchcraft. If it is an illusion, therefore it is witchcraft. Period. Take it as it resonates. So somebody could be trying to infiltrate somebody's dream state. They could even have a voodoo doll on you, Queen of Pentacles. Like, Lord, these people do not get enough, do they, God? And God funny. Gotta allow entities to attach to these voodoo dolls that people be doing on people to hide their crimes and their wrongdoings. God will allow an entity to attach to them dolls. Know the backstories and stuff, people. Annabelle ain't what you think. Well, it is, but people ain't really talking about where. Anyways, we're gonna leave that alone. Entities will attach to those things and attach yourselves to people. And then when those people are infested and riddled with entities, low vibrational entities, demonic entities, who do they have to go to? Saints, priests, exorcists, the very people that they work against. Ain't that something? That's how God works. Well, God enacts karma. That's how karma works. You know, God don't do nothing. God set the rules and he put beings in charge of the rules, and we follow the rules. Period. All of us, we just follow the rules. Universal laws. It don't matter how high your occult magic or knowledge is, or high John. Somebody be doing high John magic. If you know, you know. Somebody could be using the Book of Dead Names, the seals of Solomon, the lesser keys or of the Goetia of Solomon. But I know about all them. I definitely do. So, and people could be using that, runes, okay, sigils. It's all magic. Writing is witchcraft. People don't look. What writing is witchcraft, because a letter ain't nothing but a rune. Mind you, at a point in time, we did not speak in language. We spoke in energy, in gestures. So that's important to know. A lot of people don't like that. It's not just an English language. It's most language, because those letters are nothing but symbols or sigils that make every word that we write a spell. Come on, good people. Anyways, dream realm. Not everything is what it may seem. Bring yourself back from all time and all places, as a new perspective can be seen. Not everything is as it seems. I'm saying what these idiots are doing. These some idiotic people. This is how you know people are truly like, and I'm not even gonna call them crazy. They ain't crazy. These people have entity attachments because of all the low vibrational, demonic, devilish shit and crimes that they have committed in order to keep this person's money from them. Money that don't even belong to them. These people are literally fighting to keep something that's somebody else's. Keening, 29. Hold on for just a moment in time, acknowledging before release and liberating what needs to be freed. Do I need to read that again? Mind you, we're talking about an inheritance, a fortune here that goes to an heir of something, somebody of royalty. All these crimes were committed around this person's fortune and identity. Keening. Hold on for just a moment in time. They trying to hold on to this person's money by any means necessary. These motherfuckers in the graveyard, bro. I cannot let them keep going in them graveyards fucking with the dead. You ain't gonna walk out of the motherfuckers will not walk out of them cemeteries. People be thinking that shit is a joke, baby. Man. Acknowledging before release and liberating what needs to be free. What needs to be free? This person money. What the fuck? Bridget's doll. 11. Thread by thread. That's all them crimes being linked to each other. I weave my desires, working as one with the source of creative power. So this would be the originator, the person who came up with this scheme in the first place. And I think this is the adopted mother or whoever your parent is. Okay, child. But somebody dancing. Look, so we going through this black moon thing or dark moon. I think that's what it is. Bro, and look what card came out. Dark Moon. Dark Moon says, in the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. Who the fuck is they calling on in this cemetery? Oh, I'm so sick of them, God. You just gonna let them destroy themselves, huh? You just gonna let them do it. You gonna let them ghosts do it, baby. And that's why people be having entity attachments, because bro, they be planning these cemeteries, and you think you're gonna do these seances and then walk your so you go to skadoodle your little ass on to the house, right? You just gonna go on to the house. You thinking nothing follows you back, right? Nothing to connect to you, attached to you. Even if it don't connect to you, them things can follow you back. Because when you do that shit in a cemetery or anything, this is why I don't contact the dead. Don't be sitting there doing those seances so old grandma will come back and tell me that old recipe. Okay, let me quit being fucking stupid, bro. I gotta laugh at these people because they be in the cemetery doing this stuff, trying to conjure up stuff. Baby, that contacting the dead is not what people think it is, right? And so, like, when you thinking like The Conjuring and stuff like, what's that one where the little boy, he astral traveled, and what's the name of that movie? Nala. What's the name of that movie with the little boy Dalton? Anyway, something like that, where the little boy got stuck in the astral realms, right? Anyways, when you calling out to the dead, they all hear, even the entities. You hear what I'm saying? And these things, they can follow even if they don't attach. Insidious, yeah. Even if they don't attach themselves to you, they can follow you home by your energetic signature. Every person has their own energetic signature. Every person. And these folks be in cemeteries that really be doing this dumb shit. Thinking it's cute, having bonfires and shit, dancing on people's graves, desecrating these graves. All the people that don't, it's so much grave robbing that's been going on. It's crazy. I just don't fuck around. But also, people don't know what they unleashing in these cemeteries when they go in there. And I could talk for hours and hours, but I'm definitely not going to do that, because my phone finna go dead. But anyways, people be doing this crazy shit in the cemetery, but they don't know what they're unleashing. And this is another reason why I read all these different books, and Necronomicon, all that. I read that stuff because you don't never know what you need to be prepared for. Even though people will say it's demonic, all I need is God. But God didn't give us a mind, a brain, in order to not read stuff, to be prepared for attacks from the enemy. To tell me those things are demonic and I don't even know what the hell is going on with me or what somebody is doing to me. I can't even identify it or begin to identify what it is. How do I protect myself? Yes, I pray to God, but God gives me this extra tool called thinking, and I can preserve myself by thinking and using my brain. I'm just saying, that's kind of how I think about it. Everybody's not going to see it the same. My opinion solely. Okay. And then these people in these graveyards unleashing things, robbing graves. They don't know what the hell they unleashing. Not to mention all the different towns that are built over cemeteries of the native lands. Hold on. Self-ceremony, create the visions you desire. Take action in the plans that lead to fulfillment. And this is giving me like these people had already planned out somebody else. Oh God. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with your people? They crazy. They crazy down here, God. You know that, right? You see it, you hear it. They crazy down here on this realm. I don't know what they got going on about. These people have journey to, that was the next card. It was journey, and then bonfire, and then mischief, divination, and then elements, and the milk moon, which was the last one. I'll read the last of them, and I'm about to end this. These people really, like, not only were they in this person's fortune, Just stealing it on up. Oh, I forgot I had embodiment over here. Where was embodiment with? It was with shit. I don't know. What one of these, child? I got tired. So, anyways, always with self-ceremony. Let me read embodiment, bro. Look, I done mixed these cards all up, but last messages. Embodiment, its number is 8. Now on, so I heard that they have until the 10th of some month to surrender something. 10th of October. Anyways, embodiment. Now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby steals my pain. Wait. This sounds like this is possibly your message. I don't know if this is the mother. I can't really show her. She's pretty naked, so like that's not natural, but whatever. This is an older woman, and this is giving me like somebody could like to garden. This woman, like her looks are fading. Remember when I said with the Munchausen, like when you grow up and you live to grow up, you know, with those it's crazy. But if you live to grow up and you're a female and this is your mother that has Munchausen by proxy or something like that, they'll start competing like with you, kind of like almost like they want to be you. That's definitely what I'm getting from here. So your mother could be trying to embody your energy, essence, your identity. So she could be one of the 7 people that's walking around using your name, your identification, or has her picture on your identifying documents. Something like that, vice versa. I don't know. Now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby steals my pain as the skies bleed from my heart and the embodiment I am to claim. Bro, that's weird. With the self-ceremony, they will stop at nothing. Oh, God. Journey. Daughters of our mother. Daughters of our mother. Walkers of the unknown. Daughters of our mother. Walkers of the unknown. Somebody ain't somebody mama. Take with you on this journey all that you hone. But I feel like that is hone. We know what hone is. It's like skills, 8 of Pentacles, skill set, personal power, inner power. But I'm getting home. And she's somewhat naked, guys. So see, she's journeying down a path far away. Somebody's mother is not their mother. And you, I'm sorry, you came from somewhere else. Bro, you could come from somewhere close to the Taj Mahal. Did I say Kazakhstan? I don't say something like that. I don't forgot the word already, child. Bonfire. Somebody was adopted into an insane family. It is through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence, bro, and be reborn in mighty celebration. 6 of Wands. I don't even need to keep explaining that. Mischief. Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there is some. Did I have to burp in the middle of me talking? I mean, I already embarrassed myself once. So what are we doing here? Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. Did I say somebody brought something home with them from the cemetery? Whatever that is could be draining this woman, because the mother is very significant. Whatever followed her from the cemetery or whatever ritual she could have did, some followed her or attacked. It could be draining her. Yeah, somebody from far away, period. Divination. Its number is 14, remember. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. What does that mean? Somebody could be reading cards on you as well. I mean, I'm reading cards on you, of course. I'm talking about somebody else, not me. Not me, you know? Anyways, somebody could be reading cards on you. They could be doing like crystal ball spying on you under the moon. It's a lot of moon energy out here too. Moon. There's a moon here. There's a dark moon here. See, there's a moon on here of the self-ceremony, Bridget's doll. There's a crescent moon here. What is this, waxing or waning gibbous or something like this? There's a moon here. And even in the dream realm, there's a translucent moon here. So there's a lot of moon and moon magic going on, moon ceremony, stuff in the cemetery, stuff trying to embody your image, your power. It's like somebody walking around with your name. These could be all the different people that are walking around with your identification or saying that they are you. ID in your name, driver's license, homes, everything. The mothers even got degrees in your name. I mean, I would take it. Oh, you got a degree in my name? Let me go get that about you. Let me go get that. Oh, that house is in my name, that property. I'm gonna go get that about you. Oh, you made W-2 wages with my name? Bro, them taxes finna be fat as fuck. Like, what the fuck? I'm just saying, let me get that about you. Let me find out. But all these different, like, if there are 7 people with your identity trying to get a hold to this money, or that have been accessing this money, see, remember, identity theft is witchcraft. These people could be trying to travel to you in your dream state and steal your energy, your essence, siphon your energy and essence. It's so like to become you. They could never. God would never. Gotta let people trap themselves, though. There's some elemental magic going on here. Earth, wind, and fire looking ass. Do you remember? Oh, it's time for me to go to bed, bro. Because look, when I get tired, I get loopy like this. This message was not supposed to be this long. I should have just did the pre-record. Elements, their number is 16. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through your womb. You are a child of mother, bro. I'm telling you. This is about somebody's mother. Somebody's mother is the culprit. Your adopted mother. Something seriously wrong with this woman. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. Yeah, somebody is trying to do something to you in your dream state. Make sure you pray before you go to bed. Wear something like this. This is why I got this on. Well, one reason why. It's a whole fro under here, y'all. But anyways, protects your crown. But I also do Palo Santo and sage over my crown. Well, it doesn't matter. And people think that I'm no protection now. That's not all the protection that I have. I wouldn't try it if I were you. Anyways, I'm just saying, do heavy prayer before you go to sleep. Ask, the God of your highest power to protect you from any like dream thieves or energy invaders and trespassers, stuff like that. However you would like to do it, just make sure you're heavily protected at this time. Child, somebody could have got married in your name and everything. I heard runaway bride, or the groom left this person at the altar. They were supposed to get married in your name. Somebody's name could be Bridget or Tara. Or Seraphine. We're not going to do names right now. Milk Moon Witch is the last one. It's a lot of moon energy out here. It's a lot of hit. It's like the rabbit hole theory, right? An illusion within an illusion within an illusion within an illusion within an illusion. And all these illusions are crimes. But it's like the biggest illusion is this dark moon energy. That's the biggest illusion. All these other illusions, or AKA crimes, are wrapped around the greatest illusion, which is your true identity, who you are, where you come from, your real parents, and your money, your fortune, your kinship. I keep hearing kinship, so we're going to take it. Milk Moon Witch, watch as the tides turn in your favor. So somebody's judgment went in their favor. You don't know this, but they are trying to locate you, whomever you may be. Weaving the waters within and conjuring unspoken desire. So I feel like your desire is about to come true. If you live poorly, these people did not take care of you, especially they've been tapping into your fortune you didn't know anything about, and you went through the most, you struggled in life. I feel like your life is about to be easy peasy. But these people are going, it's like they keep committing crimes, but they being watched. If a judgment went in against you, do people not know that with fortunes like this, everybody involved that's been tapped into this money, been a part of it, linked to it, you're being watched? Like, are y'all titties or what? You know, titty? Because, I mean, somewhere in here, bro, like these people are fucking insane. They've created so many illusions. These people actually think that they are owed this money, or that they are due this money, or they deserve a piece of it, when I feel like they've been spending it. They've been celebrating on your dime, sir and or ma'am. We don't take that as it resonates and leave the rest. I release all energies that have helped me, as well as the collective, with love and light, that have helped me with the read. Watch me. Remember to protect yourself. Remember to call your power back at the end of every single day, after every single encounter, transaction, encounters. Y'all know what I mean? It is late. It's Saturday. You know what I mean? So, hey, do what y'all do. Do what y'all do. Anyways, I release y'all with love and light. I thank y'all for watching me. Tap in, tune in. We are going to try to get these down to shorter times, but hey, when the message is your message, I like to talk. What you want? I love y'all, collective. And remember, don't let this world define you. Don't be doing dumbass shit like this. Stay out of those cemeteries. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Click off. Bro. I am out this time, though. Bye.